Sean Taylor was born April 1st, 1983 in Florida City, Florida. He spent time with his grandmother in Homestead, Florida before eventually moving to Miami, where he attended Gulliver Prep High School, a three-star athlete where he played basketball, football, and also ran track. At Gulliver Prep, most of his highlights are for him playing running back. But as we all know, Sean Taylor ended up being one of the greatest safeties of all time. Um, just an outstanding athlete all around. Great football player, great instincts, great hands. After leaving Gulliver Prep, he would choose to go. I mean, look at his blocking ability, just all around great. After leaving Gulliver, he would choose to attend the University of Miami, which is very, very rich in tradition. The Miami Hurricanes have been, well, were a major staple in college football from the 80s, the 90s, and the early 2000s. Sean will go there to team up with people like Andre Johnson, who's in the Hall of Famer, Clinton Portis, Willis McGahee, tight ends like Jeremy Shockey, who Shockey said Sean Taylor made him the player that he is today. And of course, the only safety that I would put above Sean Taylor would be Ed Reed. Could you imagine Ed Reed and Sean Taylor being on the same team? That's unbelievable. And I had to show you some highlights of Ed Reed just to let you know who he was playing alongside of. And this probably helped both of them. For them to be on the same team is crazy though. Ed Reed was another great athlete, attended the University of Miami alongside Sean Taylor. And Ed Reed is a Hall of Famer. Some of the things that made Sean a freak of nature athlete was his height, his range, and his instincts. Somebody that was always around the ball. I often argue with people. You have people that say Sean Taylor was really a linebacker playing safety. I mean, some of the hits that he would lay on defenders, you're not really going to see that, especially not in today's game where safety is a major concern. Sean Taylor probably would have had several fines if he was playing in the NFL today. He would lead the University of Miami with a total of 14 picks, 10 in 2003. For a safety to have 10 picks in college, that's crazy. Um, Sean was really ahead of his time. He would enter the 2004 NFL draft where he would get selected by what is now known as the Washington Commanders. I won't say the name that they previously had because, this is Sean Taylor's first game. This is a preseason game, a Hall of Fame game, where he would have two picks in this game, showing that he just wasn't a great college football player, but he had the ability to make that translate into the NFL. As you can see here, clearly reading the play, taking it to the house. Uh, Sean could force fumbles, disrupted the defense, really had people scared out there. Yeah, I can't do it like that. Rangy player, could be on one side of the field and get to the other side of the field in no time. Really a ball hawk. Nobody cover ground like Sean Taylor. I mean, just look at this. That wingspan and that instinct was second to none. And like I said, this is somebody who took the game seriously. And these highlights are just at the beginning of his career. Probably really didn't have an understanding of the game, but it definitely was there. The talent was there. Look how he terrorized Terry Glenn. The Cowboys are my favorite football team, so it kind of hurt me to put these highlights up, but these guys were actually scared of him, man. I mean, I know football players don't want to admit that, but look at this play right here. Terry Glenn clearly sees Sean Taylor coming across the middle and short arms the ball. And this is what he would do to players. I mean, terrorize them the entire game. 2005, Sean had 2 picks. In 2006, he would have 1 pick, but that would be his highest total tackles in 2006, where he had 114 tackles. Here comes the sad part. This will be the last play that Sean Taylor would play as a member of the Washington football team. Seeing him walk off the field now is eerie because nobody in the stands knew that this would be the last time that they would see him play. Sean Taylor tried to fight out 4 home intruders. He was unsuccessful. He ended up taking a gunshot to the leg, and these people took him away from not only his family, but the football world. People like Michael Wilbon, Colin Cowherd had a lot of negative things to say about him. Cowherd was criticized for some of the comments he made, saying that anybody who mourned the death of Sean Taylor wasn't a grown-up. That's hard to say. I mean, his daughter wasn't a grown-up. Sean Taylor would have, in my opinion, went down as one of the greatest football players of all time. His life was tragically taken from him. He leaves behind his daughter, who is now playing basketball at North Carolina. Just want to say rest in peace to Sean Taylor, the greatest football player of all time, in my opinion.